If it's something else, if it really is, if Waleed Farris is right, I want you to listen to this answer again. Waleed Farris on Fox News an hour and a half ago. He was asked the question everybody's asking, but everybody was intensely asking it after this embarrassment of an Obama press conference this morning. Waleed Farris says, why can't we take him out? That was the question he's asked. Why can't we take him out? Why don't we take him out? What in the world? Why doesn't Obama even act like they're the enemy?
Actually, we can, and actually we should, but the president has a different strategy. He's getting a lot of pressure by the Iranians. Otherwise, he should have long time ago allied himself, partnered with Arab moderate forces such as Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Egypt, UAE. They are fighting terrorism very much and very well in Yemen, in Sinai, in Libya, elsewhere. But the reason that he's not going to these moderate Arab forces and asking them on the ground to be boots on the ground is because the Iranians are pressuring him, because the Syrian regime is pressuring him. They don't want those areas, those Sunni areas, to be liberated by Sunni moderates because they won't have access to them. That's the bottom line of it.
That's incredible if that's true. That what Iran wants in the Middle East is what Obama is interested in. But when you look at recent events, it makes perfect sense. Shia Iran wants the Sunni regions of the Middle East destabilized. Always at war, always in chaos. Kind of like Obama wants Middle America always at war and in a state of chaos and unrest. Now, who can keep the Middle East destabilized? ISIS. Who is destabilizing the Middle East? ISIS. Who's not really taking any action to stop ISIS? The United States. Who is the leader of such action in the world were it to happen? The United States. There's no leadership. We are not at all serious. It's obvious. We are not at all serious about dealing with ISIS. And now, according to Waleed Farris, we know why. ISIS continues to destabilize the Sunni regions of the Middle East. That ultimately helps Iran take over the entire region in the future. We have an alliance out there we're refusing to join of the Saudis, the Jordanians, Egyptians, and the United Arab Emirates who are fighting terrorism, including ISIS, all over the region. And if you look at actual events on the ground, Obama secured, with Republican help, the Corker bill in the Senate, lifting sanctions against Iran. $150 billion frozen that Iran is now going to get. They are also going to build nuclear weapons. They have been granted permission to build nuclear weapons by virtue of our nuke deal with them. So they get $150 billion of their assets frozen because we secure the lifting of sanctions, and they can never be slapped back on. Like, there's some Republican candidates, hey, go ahead, and if Iran violates, we slap the sanctions back on. We can't. We would have to go back and rewrite new legislation that Obama would have to sign. We can't just slap sanctions back on, folks. They have been permanently lifted. That equals $150 billion. You add that, the Iranians have permission to go ahead with their nuclear weapons program. And it appears that Obama has chosen Shia Iran to be the dominant force in a region of Sunni and Shia Muslims. That appears to be the arrangement, if Waleed Farris is right. And if there's anybody who would know, it would be him. And if nothing else makes any sense, nothing else makes any common sense. Innocent civilians are being killed all over the world. Christians are being chased out of their homes and killed all over the world. People are being beheaded by ISIS, and Obama twiddles his thumbs and basically says, well, we got a strategy to deal with it. They're the JV team. We're actually containing them. We're doing a good job of containing them. Really, why would Obama be sympathetic to the Iranians? Why can't he say militant Islamic terrorists? Why can't he? He can't even provide people validation for what they're already thinking about ISIS. He will not even strongly condemn ISIS. It's just breathtaking to behold. And as evidenced by what I heard earlier today, a bunch of sad sack people who think Obama's great because he's a liberal Democrat. Actually, they don't think Obama's great. They just hate Republicans. They think Republicans, whatever, and conservatives or whatever. So he's cool and he's hip, and the Republicans are a bunch of whatever. Obama's destroying the healthcare system. He's destroying the United States economy. He's transforming this country, and these guys today say, oh, yeah, well, you know what, this ISIS stuff going on in Paris, I'm the first time I'm worried about the future. My kids are growing up in this. So where have you clowns been? You should have been alarmed about all this long before Friday. But, if that's what it takes to wake people up, then fine. We'll deal with it as we get it. Another time out. We'll get back to your phones in a moment.